Dude, where was it? I remember there was some door which I unlocked at some part. What's some door here? This is too way back. Too much back. Let's go this way. Or maybe it was the other side. I don't remember really. There was one door. No, not here. Okay. Maybe it was then the other side. Anyway, we can use probably the what is it? What is this called? Where you can get the water, pull the water. The hole inside the well. Yes, well, exactly. So let's descend into the well, and I believe this was the thing. So here somewhere we had this. Yeah, I think this is this door. But dude, I have no idea how to unlock it. Yeah, I think that's this one, the final one in here, exploration of Casa Marshes. So vissa hiljaisista still someone on mystery which vähän done. Issue, sure. Chelsea. Cool. Cool. Let's keep it as it is. Do we have anything on the inventory side? So let's go back. No. Let's go to the Senedra forest, which is the first area. We should have there. We should have there this. What is it? So we got some roads, right? We should be able now open this one road there, or one closed gate there. Let's go. Let's see what it is, and if we can do that. If we can't, then we're just gonna follow up the story. I may probably want to visit the dungeon as well, because I can close the time loop there. No. So we may actually do that as well. Right. Yeah. The enemies are still alive because we haven't killed time loop here. I don't know where the time loop are easier, but doesn't matter too much. So I'm thinking about this one actually. We should have everything now. We have, yes, we have both of the requirements. Nice. What's the result? Aha. There is a time loop card in here. Oh. Maybe even both of them. Yep. Oh, nice. So I guess let's close this one as well. And then first let's see what it is.
We'll suffer your fun no longer! TR, take you!
What the fuck? Sigma. Sorry. lowest.
We'll suffer your fun no longer! TR, take you!
Nice. General Appearance Journal. Page from the personal journal of Polomis General in charge of torturing Sabine prisoners. From the private writings of General Firion year of Our Lady 918. The spire sings tonight, its halls echo with the waves of damned, and I, their conductor, wield the baton of the justice most exquisite. The Sabine of wretches eyes wide with dread are dragged forth like cattle to the altar of their reckoning. Oh, how their tongues betray them before the lash has even struck. They babble prayers, they barter with words, they hold no coin to this sacred place. One youth of barely 20 summers dare plead, thinking mercy would be applied from my hand. A foolish notion. He screams as the irons kissed his flesh did, please me more than any psalm sung in chapel. He crumbled as they all do, his body broken before the rack had taken its full toll. It's always the proudest who shatter first. Their arrogance turns to mewling with the new stroke of the flail. But the righteous duty these cleanse the land of this vermin, what a gift to hold domination over agony and watch it shape itself into obedience. The spire stands tall upon the bones of traitors, its stones steeped in the sweat of the suffering. Come down, another cartload of prisoners shall arrive, another day's symphony awaits. God damn it. Yeah, we already visited that spire, that was quite crazy. Ancient scroll. Alright. So that's... I'm guessing that's it on this side, right? But what do we have here? Oh. What's the exit? Oh, level 18 weapons. Nice. Alright. Not sure if I'm gonna kill all the names here. We might do it quickly because they're not gonna respawn now. Okay. There is one more. Then we had couple, I believe, down here somewhere. Oh, US Alright, let's take these ones. Okay. Was there anything else? I don't think so, yeah. We had some enemies when you, I believe, went here to the spire. Not sure if they're not done or we should do them again, but we'll see. Okay, they're all alive. More than happy to kill them because they're gonna give some experience to my weapons, so it's gonna make me stronger. Take this one as well then. Yes. Okay. This is done again. Now it's once I kill or destroy the time loop, it's actually makes sense now to kill those enemies because they're not gonna respawn anymore. But if you don't destroy them, they're gonna respawn. That's why I'm doing this. But yeah, Cool, so we know where that time loop was now. Just closed it finally. Okay, I have a couple of here as well. Probably some enemies inside as well, but I'm not gonna go there. Alright, I'm gonna clean up the forest as well and then we're gonna exit. There's a couple of paths in the forest. It should be like 10 minutes and tops, and then we're gonna exit this area and we're gonna go to the doll show. We're gonna close the time loop there as well. And yeah. So it will be fun. There's one up there. I don't remember which way the enemies were here, but that's up there. We know that. I think there was a couple of here somewhere. Yes, here. And if I'm not mistaken, through here as well. Somewhere here it was. Ah. Okay, these are then done. Was there anybody this side as well? Ah, here. I guess this was the... Okay, nothing here. Yep, nothing here. And this was the side we already came, right? Yep, that's where we already came. So, we still have one left up there. Go here. Go. There was some route up there. Don't really remember the path, but figure it out. Oh, it's here. Cool. That's that. So those now in this side of forest are not coming back. I think there are one or two more in the forest. Like the other side of forest. Let's go there as well. And then we are done with this area. Quickly save here as well. So remember, yeah, here is one. There should be one more by this truck. Oh, I don't remember if there was anybody else. I don't think so. Now it should be done on this side of the forest as well. Yeah, this should be done now. Quickly see if NPCs here are doing okay. Maybe they have something to give us. It's pretty much the same.
Sethris gaze upon.
Mr. Atticus is the coolest.
Yeah. Let's see. And
My son. What purpose did the tower serve?
If I were you, I would avoid that place. I forbade my sons to even go near it. The tower is haunted and cursed. I know it sounds silly, but it happens to be true. No one knows who built it or what purpose it served. Hadia has many ancient sites and monuments, most of which are protected by strict heritage laws. Sometimes the past should remain undisturbed.
Well, we already know. It was a sacrificial
Thank
thingy.
you so much. I brought everyone willing to come.
Yeah. It was some... They conducted some sacrifice religions there. Hello, Ryan Hayden. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. How are you? Right, let's do research as well.
Have you found some?
I did.
Good find. I'll look it up.
Sabine's thesis. This manuscript appears to be original thesis written by Sabine Cow sometimes in the early 5th century. The very same thesis that led to the great schism of Setterism. Sabine's thesis offered a more liberal interpretation of the Ptolemy's creed. It spread rapidly, its ideas quickly embraced and adopted by many. It will set the stage for centuries of hostilities between Ptolemies and Sabines that still rage to this day. It is quite chilling to hold to the very manuscript that is causes so much suffering over nearly 2 millennia. To think that the original parchment has survived all these years is truly astounding.
I'm done writing my piece on the Hasselins, the ancient Hadians.
Alright. The first Sadeans and the rebirth of Setterism. Some would have you believe that great mystery is about the setting atmosphere, suspense, red herrings and a lot. Granted they have their place, but I think it's much simpler than all of that. A great mystery must always simple question beating its heart. Who, where, when, and more importantly why. When my partner brought back fascinating Hasselin artifacts, it immediately caused me to ask those simple questions. Who are they, and could their history parallel modern Hadia somehow? History tends to repeat itself. There are certainly some lessons first Hadeans can whisper to us through the ages. The more I delved into the Hassani history, the more I felt it was story worth telling. A large group of hunter-gatherers across into undisturbed valley known as today as Hadea. They adopted sedentary lifestyle and developed new belief systems that would send them on a path of never-ending conflict. Suffice to say, I was hooked. The Great Crossing. The large and brave group of hunters-gatherers known as the Hassanins crossed the treacherous peaks that surrounded Hadea. The date of their arrival is largely debated amongst the Hadean scholars. Some stand firm at 9000 BC, while others suggest much earlier date around 11700 BC. Recent discoveries in the mountain of northern Hadea suppose the latter date. Why would a large group of hunter-gatherers risk a perilous journey through some of Earth's most dangerous mountainous ranges? I should know. I made the journey across, but with the modern equipment and expert guide. The Hassanins faced winds that could attain 160 miles per hour, sub-zero temperatures and thin air. Some experts say that this is due to famine, while others suggest that Hassanins were escaping a natural disaster of epic proportions. Younger giants impact theory. Whatever the reason, the risk paid off. The Hassanins arrived in untapped valley. They gazed upon a rolling green hills, lush forest, fertile black earth, prairies, rivers, and lake teeming with game and fish. The Hassanins had found the paradise on earth. New traditions. The 8 tribes of Hassanins settled the region and abandoned the roaming, hunting, and foraging traditions around 7000 BC, harvesting the wild forms of cereal and domesticating the herds paved the way of agriculture. Permanent villages were formed and a new sedentary society was born. Though this significant transformation, one tradition remained intact: shamanism. Shamans were highly respected and regarded as individuals who could interact with the spirit world through altered states of consciousness. They had power to heal the sick, communicate with spirits, and escort souls to the afterlife. Essentially, it was a belief system centered on supernatural phenomena. Early Hassanid society relied on the shaman to guide their newfound way of life. However, a mysterious shift in traditions swept across the Hadean Valley, suddenly leaving behind a Semitic tradition. What caused the 8 Hassanid tribes to adopt the monotheistic belief system? The legend of Eye of God. The mysterious and abrupt changes From shamanist to monotheistic belief system remains the mystery. What caused the sudden change from deeply rooted tradition and faith? This new mythical narrative is complex. The benevolent god Citheris created humanity and all of the earthly creatures. He was the first into being, the uncreated, the divine and the light. With him another came to be, the great two-headed serpent Tiar. Jealous of Citheris' creation, the great serpent threatened to destroy all humankind. The great battle ensued, the Citheris defeated Tiar. Before dying, Tiar sent out the mighty shriek, causing humanity with overwhelming emotions and intoxicating passions, turning all Citheris' children into impulsive, irrational and cruel creatures. In desperation, Citheris ripped out his left eye and with it created a heaven for his children. It was to be a place where humanity could come and find refuge and protection from the curse of the Tiar. Humanity would always come to the eye of God and cleanse themselves in all sinful emotions. Citheris, weakened by the battle of his sacrifice, sought refuge in the heavens, creating a bright star Sirius. Citheris promised to return someday and free humanity from the evil serpent's curse. Was all this real, or was it just a myth, a metaphor, a symbol that Hadeans could hold into the dark times? This symbol to help quell passions and emotions so Hadeans can control themselves before the rage, terror, ecstasy, and grief corrupt all. Like most religions, Citherism, no matter how good the message is, ultimately falls prey to the same corruption, power. The rise of theocracy and Polomism. The real or not, the eye of God sent shockwaves through the entire Hadean Valley. At first, the story of benevolent god Citheris was passed from generation to generation through oral tradition, a custom kept from shamanism. Nearly 1,000 years passed, during which writing system evolved from primitive pictograms and runes to official alphabet. With the advent of written alphabets, several holy passages and interpretations of this new narrative were attached on clay tables, later inked on parchments. During this period, around 2200 BC, there was a schism between the 8 tribes of Hasalins. Different interpretations and traditions began within each tribe, none more than the 8 tribe which outright refused Citheris and opted to worship Tiar. They were exiled, and their footprint can be still seen to this day in the Vysa Hills in the form of Grand Serpent Mound. To avoid such rifts between the remaining tribes, priests of each tribe assembled to amalgamate all holy interpretations into one sacred book. This group of priests was known as the Illigate Conclave, named after the valley where the meeting occurred. The Illigate Conclave focused on new tenets of sacred writings around the ancient figures, a man mentioned under the simple name of Palom. The ancient scriptures described him as the courageous young man who first discovered the eye of God. The Conclave canonized him as a saint. His holy image rapidly became the center of their new dogma, and the creed became officially known as the Palomism. After many years, the Illigate Conclave created an unnamed holy book of the Holy Gada. The theocracy was born as the conclave proclaimed themselves the rulers of Hadea. According to the new rules of Holy Gada, Citheris and his earthly saint Palom recognized these individuals as the official rulers of divine right. The theocracy lasted thousands of years. As their power grew, so did the people's oppressions, burdened by cruel acts and unjust social restraints, until a young erudite dared to pen a thesis. Reform and the Holy Wars. It all began 400 AD with the written thesis reacting to the abuses and indulgence of the Palomist Church. It merely demanded the separation of church and state. The work sparked a comprehensive and durable reformation movement despite very few copies. This new wave of change grabbed the attention of influential individuals, which only solidified the trend. Reformed churches spread throughout the land, and the new religious denominations was eventually called Sabanis after thesis author Sabin Kau. Unbeknownst to the Sabinian reformist, the Illigate Conclave had secretly mobilized the Holy Army and sent into the reformist territories, massacring the innocent and burning every town and city. Upon hearing the news, beloved Sabinian nobleman Conde Colleague faced the first ever Sabinian reformist army. The two armies finally met in the Vysa Hills. Outnumbered 5-1, Conde Colleague provided cunning strategy and inflicted heavy losses to the Holy Army, winning the 3-day battle. joy of victory was short-lived, as the Gon famously said after the fight. The choice between war and peace does not exist. Truth be told, it's a choice between war and endless war. And I'm afraid we have chosen the latter. One colleague couldn't have been more right. On a scale of never before seen, cruelty and wickedness deeply scared the population on both sides of the conflict. Extreme acts of barbarity and savagery were commonplace, and Palomus traditionalists and Sabine reformists were trapped in a never-ending cycle of destruction. The war raged across the land for 200 years with little repose. Several attempts at the peace failed or were very short-lived. Deeply rooted hatred and the thirst for shedding the other side blood seemed inconsolable. So this holy war was only the beginning.
I discovered a vault of forbidden knowledge in Marastan.
Oh, Marastan. Cool. This big storyline was really really something. All right. Range of mist is clear. Akasha Marsis is not clear. Interesting. So we have still, and Visa Hills is still something. Senedra Forest still has something. All right. Cool. Let's go to the Marastan. I don't remember where it was. Where was this? Let's go to Marastan. Let's try to find this ancient thingy. What are you up to? Playing hellisus. Nothing else. That's my plan. And I'm tired really, but I'll wake up properly soon. This must be my present that you're streaming on my birthday. Weren't? Wait. Ah, right. You already have a 19th of February. Yes. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. And I don't know how it continues. My kid knows very well, but I don't know. Anyway, happy birthday, Ryan Hayden. I hope you're taking the day off today and you're gonna enjoy it. Alright, let's see, where is this? Collapsed. So we have in Talshu, we have active one, Olympic Force active one. Okay, only those two, Olympic Force and cool story, bro. But yeah, we just read this article. That was pretty cool. I really like this kind of lore. But it's a lot to read. God damn it. Search below the ruins of Ravetta Estate. Okay, let's try to see where it was. By the way, can we now? Oh, this is open now. Nice.
No one should have to go through what we did. I'm afraid to close my eyes.
Okay.
I thought we were going to die in that barn.
I've never been so happy to see Koryo in my life. I'm ashamed to think I used to judge him. It will take some time for us to recover, but we should be okay. I worry the younger girls will never be the same.
I can't.
Don't have anything to trade, right? Nope.
Those absolute fucking animals. You should have seen the conditions the girls were kept in. I swear if I get my hands on one of them, the girls will be safe here. Got plenty of food. They can hunker down and get the rest they need. What an ordeal they've been through.
Cool. So we rescued those girls. Nice. So where was this? estate. Also, can we go to this barn now? We can't. Do we? But I don't remember where it was. I don't think it was here. Maybe it was. Quickly check. Yeah, I had to remind myself where it is. I don't know at the moment. I could potentially look it up from the Google, but I don't want to do that. Let me quickly go through this. Ah, here. Cool. So this is I-8 necklace. I-8. Yep. This is open. Nice. Dome of Ascending of the Alien Lodges on the birth of Nubik. Oh. Alright, I'm not gonna read this one though. So if anybody wants to hear it or see it, feel free to pause it in YouTube. Parchment Regerant. All we sought was an end despite hatred and madness, and the cost of spilling blood. Long we did, we wandered until we were out the steps, then we labored with sweat and sorrow, found that we greatest thing of all gazing up and die, and in our folly we cast doom upon us all. And now the age has passed and the echoes of truth came in, an age has passed and yet the wisdom dawns. Still the blight we wrought knows no end, still we grasp not the means to surrender the curse of our own making. Interesting. Okay. Get items. Supreme Moxie. Removing stamina cost of all actions. Wow, that's pretty nice. Painting Queen Ravetta. Alright, cool. So we have seen this as well. Now, let's go to the Dalshu. Let's close the time loop there. I believe we have a bunch of enemies there as well, so we can kill them as well, but we're gonna go to the Dalshu. We're gonna close the time loop there. One of the we have currently only 2 time loops at the moment open, right? So let's make sure that we can close that one. By the way, anything to research? Nope. Let's see. Let's do Dalshu. Yeah. Cool. Yep, it's still burning. I'm working. Thanks for the happy birthday also. I just saw your message from the Valentine's Day. That Estonia celebrates a French Day. That's a lot better than Valentine's. Yeah, in Estonia we celebrate the Valentine's Day as a French Day or Friendship Day, really. So not as a Valentine's Day in terms of like lovers. I mean, people still do that, but it is called Friends or Friendship Day in Estonia, and that is what people are usually doing. But the pressure is still the same, right? You still get the flowers and chocolate and whatever to your significant other and it's still the same. Because, well, you know, the others are getting that. Alright, I'm gonna kill those enemies as much as possible. Because we're gonna close the time loop and then we'll make sure that these enemies won't be respawning. Okay. I don't think there was anything else. We have already cleared this area anyway, so like once, but at the time we didn't have a ways to close the time loop, so that's why the enemies are back as well. And since you saw my message about Valentine's Day, I also posted one link about one game. I don't remember at the moment the name. If you do like Diablo games, right, check that out. Probably once I finish this one, I will check the demo out myself as well. And well, if you like it, then there's a Kickstarter as well open for it, but I'm not gonna force you to support that, so don't worry about that one. But I did share my pledge already there. Alright. Is there anything? Oh, there's a couple of enemies down there. I guess let's take them. There's some more. Yeah, there's enemies everywhere here, so that's the thing. That's why I'm killing them as well, so I can clean this up. Okay, nothing here. Oh, hello. Okay. Anybody else? Yeah. So if you want to see how my first time playing this map, which I did probably like a week or a little bit more than a week ago, then it's all visible in YouTube, so check it out there. Cool. Is there anything else? Was there anything? Oh. Is this still burning? So I remember we had the safe here in this house. Yeah. But I wasn't able to go downstairs. Seems like still I'm not able to. But what is the safe here? What's the safe code? Do I have any? Like now I have lot more things that I could check. Library safe. But I don't remember. I mean, let's stay there. Oh, here is one more. Here is one more enemy. Okay. Pretty much I've cleared this area, right? I mean, there's a lot of enemies still, but Let's see. Was there anything meaningful on this side? Probably not. Okay. Yeah, we already were here and nothing there. Cool. For my present, you need to teach me another useful word like türa rask. Interesting. I don't know something that cool. I'd say like Sitavea is probably too easy, right? It's pretty much the asshole, literally. But it doesn't sound that fun, right? So that's the thing. Right. Let me go to this here. Okay, I'm hearing some sounds. There's enemies. Okay. Make sure that this one is killed. Some of those enemies were coming up. Okay, there is this one here. I feel like the one that you currently know, the Türa Rask, is like the boss of the bad but slightly fun words, you know. Because it is slightly fun to say, right? It sounds fun, but the meaning is not that. It's a bad word, you know. There was some enemies here as well. Inside those houses. Just check. Okay. Okay, these guys are done. Okay, cool. Let's see, what else do we have? Yeah, nothing on this side. Feel like side pull. Okay, hit it. Come on, what the fuck are you waiting for?